Now, staying in the division, we got Amir Khan, who's, you know, the new guy in the division. He's a prospect. Where do you think he falls in the division? Do you think he has potential, or do you think he's got to wait until the Devon Alexander's, or the Timothy Bradley's lead?
Well, Amir Khan, look, they're talking about putting Michael Katsidis against him now. You know, they're talking about just putting him against guys that are no threats. He was blown out by Bradis Prescott. We've got to remember that. And that's the reason why they're being so tentative again, putting him against opponents that have punch. Exactly. He has skills. We saw that.
He's quick.
He's very quick. We saw that. But, you know, one thing in boxing, you definitely need whiskers. And if you don't have whiskers, Tim Burr, you might go down any time. So.
You know, but they have to remember Amir Khan, he's not the class of the division, but he's the money maker of the division right now. He has that huge following in England. He has Golden Boy backing him. Where Amir fights, that's where the money's going to be. You know, Devon Alexander and Timothy Bradley, how accomplished they are right now, they're not the money makers of the division. Same thing with Maidana. So the money's going to come to Khan. And everyone has to go to him, unfortunately. And Golden Boy's going to be holding him back, waiting, milking this thing until they feel that Khan is going to be ready to fight a Bradley and Alexander. You know, there's other guys in the division too, the young guys. There's still Victor Ortiz coming up.
Coming back,
excuse me, yeah. You know, you still have Lamont Peterson. There's still a few other guys out there.
Yeah.
You know, Ali Funica, I'm assuming, is going to be moving up in weight pretty soon. Ricky Hatton, if he ever decides to come back, maybe. These guys, you know.
Ricky Hatton.
I mean, the division is still very intriguing. You know, and Zab Judah moving back down in weight. And also, Andre Berto, there's a possibility he's been talking about going down there around 140 or a catch weight. So
Andre Berto should just stop and fight Louis Collazo. Remember who we usually have on the show would love to have that fight done.
I would love to see Louis in the ring.
He's another New York guy, man. Right. He's a guy that's tough to beat by anybody. So
right. And the first fight was a fight of the year contender. That was a scorcher. So I would love to see the rematch.
Yeah, it was a good fight, very close fight. Louis, I thought Louis won. A lot of people thought Louis won, and they thought that a rematch should have been made. So.
Now, let's talk about some of the guys who aren't quite prospects yet, but they're guys to look out for. There have been a handful of those guys. Saul Alvarez, welterweight, guys. He looks like Opie. He certainly doesn't fight like him.
No, not at all. I mean, Saul Alvarez, he's a superstar in Mexico right now. He has the Mexican television backing him. He has over, what's his record now, 35, 36-0 or something? Right. He's only 19 years old. Apparently, from what his manager has said, he should have over 40 fights that he's had that are, you know, unverified in Mexico now. And, I mean, look at that. At that age, at 19 years old, he already has a seasoned record. He came to America for his big fight. He fought Miguel Cotto's older brother, Jose Miguel. And he showed his mettle. He got rocked really hard in the first round. We thought, oh, boy, he's going to get blown out. He came back. He dominated and stopped a very tough veteran. And he showed a lot of good skills right there, a lot of good skills, and I think he has a bright future. He just needs to develop a little bit more seasoning, and him, Antoine Smith, Mike Jones, that's going to be the class of the welterweight division in a couple of years.
Now, Francisco, you were ringside for the Ivan Calderon, Jesus Uribe title match. Title match, but that wasn't the fight of the night. There was another fight on the undercard.
It was a co-main event. Actually, it was weird that they put a 4-rounder as a co-main event. It was McWilliams Arroyo versus Takashi Okada. That was a brawl. That was a brawl. These guys threw caution to the wind and went at it. The first round, I would say that McWilliams, was actually out-brawling the brawler. He was out-brawling Takashi. Was showing his boxing skills. I mean, this is a guy with an extensive amateur background. He was an ex-Olympian also.
Yeah, let me just also point out, this was the day before the Puerto Rican Day Parade.
Yes.
And Takashi was brought in to
be an opponent.
To be the fight.
Well, to be an opponent. Right. Yeah, I mean, and they forgot that this guy didn't come to lose. Takashi was a warrior, a Japanese warrior. I mean,
knocked him down in the
second round. I mean, hurt him at the end of the round. Caught him really good. When McWilliams stood up, you could see he was on shaky legs and he was trying to shake off the cobwebs. And luckily, it was at the end of the round because he was able to come back in the third round and they went at it again. But this time, after the third round, I would say McWilliams came back. McWilliams actually won that third round, but Takashi closed the show at the fourth round. He took over and was actually beating McWilliams to the punch.
So Takashi Okada, another guy, pretty impressive. He won a fight. Being a Puerto Rican fighter, the night before the Puerto Rican Day Parade, he's a guy to watch.
He's definitely a guy to watch. I was surprised that they matched both these guys who were undefeated with extensive amateur backgrounds, who were upcoming prospects, in a tough 4-rounder like this, because it's hard to come back from a knockdown in a 4-round fight.
Boxers need more like that. Boxing needs more fights like that. We had the Joe Green, Venice Madrielson fight on the undercard of Cotto Foreman recently. Yeah. And with this undercard fight, more fights need to happen like that. Put prospects in with each other, see what happens.
Speaking of, well, not necessarily prospects, but good fights in boxing, we got Chad Dawson versus Pascal.
Jean Pascal.
Jean Pascal.
Jean Pascal.
Yeah. Jean Pascal. This is a fight for
the Ring Magazine Light Heavyweight Championship.
What's your pick, Aris?
It's going to be a good fight. Jean Pascal is a very tough guy. Very, very skilled also. I mean, he's almost like a Roy Jones. That's how a lot of people try to compare him to, because he fights like his idol, And Chad Dawson has been the class of the division right now. Very, very technical. Doesn't take too many risks, But at the same time, he doesn't have to. He's he's good at what he does. And if you're good at what you do, why change what you have to? Why change what you want to change?
So who do you think?
I think that Dawson right now is just going to edge him.
Francisco, quick, what's your pick?
Dawson wins.
Dawson. Okay. We're looking forward to that fight. It's going to be a good summer. Thanks for being on the show. Thank you, Aris. Thank you, Francisco. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week on Fight City NYC.